All right, we're good. Welcome to the Bitching Dead. We're your hosts, Becca, Fareed, and Tara. We're tired of talking about this. We're a webcast from the minds of the geeky area, and we're here to bitch about stuff and things because somebody has to do it, and we really have stuff to bitch about now. If you have not seen episodes 2 and 3 of Fear the Walking Dead Season 6 and the World Beyond episodes 3 and 4, we don't care.
If you're listening to this as a podcast, please remember this is recorded live, so we aren't exactly sure what's going to happen. Please forgive us for any technical difficulties or accidental or intentional swears. You can join the conversation with the hashtag #TheBitchingDead.
All right, yeah, we'd like to remind all of you that the views expressed in this webcast are those of the hosts as individuals and do not necessarily represent the geeky area or the webcast itself as a
big black hole of depression like these 4 episodes.
Gosh, listen, four episodes, and I'll be honest. Like I meant to watch the 2 from last week, but I just have not had time, and I just don't. I also don't care, so I plowed through all 4 of them today, and it was just like I watched the 2 Fear the Walking Dead episodes while I was working this morning, and then I watched the 2 World Beyond episodes after I took my lunch break, while I'm working at my day job. So I was paying attention to the sound, but maybe not so much to the visuals of it all. But I don't even think that matters with these shows anymore. So
you missed the stunning visuals. You missed all of the amazing acting, Tara. How could you?
Oh,
stunning.
But yeah, when it comes to news, all we have is the ratings, because I was very interested in seeing what the ratings for World Beyond would be like.
I'm excited to hear this.
Okay, so Fear the Walking Dead season number 6, episode number 2 got 1.55 million live viewers. So even Fear the Walking Dead is steadily losing viewership every week. Now, the World Beyond season 1, episode number 2, it ended up dropping near 50% from the premiere, and it got a live viewership of 1.04 million.
Oh my God! Please just drop below 1 million. That's all I want.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for it to drop below 1 million so I can really drag it. But yeah, episode number 2 got 1.4 million, and for some reason, episode number 3 was able to keep it steady. Even that got 1.04 million. So I guess 1 million and a few thousand people are still watching it for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah, fingers crossed that this show ends up dropping from the million. I needed to get into that 1,000 line. I needed to drop from 1 million. It needs to go.
Yeah.
And I'm not even sure. I mean, I know that it has been greenlit for 2 seasons, but if the viewership is low, do you think AMC will cancel season number 2?
I doubt it. I think they have so much money that they just don't care.
This is what I want to know. Why don't you use the money for the World Beyond and put it into a 3rd season of The Terror? That's what I'd like to know, because The Terror was excellent.
I mean, when it comes to The Terror, when it comes to The Terror, you actually have to have a writing room that knows how to write, and they need to create episodes that are interesting. With the Walking Dead franchise, it's just poorly written episode, one after the next, after the next, after the next. So I guess it's quicker. Who knows? They are just basically dragging the entire plot line.
I don't. All right. Well, I tweeted out that we're live, so now they know that we mean business. I finally got into our Twitter, so now I can actually post updates on Twitter.
Take that, Scott Kemple.
Yeah.
Whoa, whale man, we're back on Twitter.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Now we can tweet to all 10 of our followers, 4 or 5 of which are us and our alternate accounts in the geeky area.
I mean, they know we exist.
I'm sitting here thinking about I'd love for us to have a Jeff Davis moment, but with Scott Gimple.
God Gimple is like, what's the name of that webcast again? The Itching Dead.
I am itchy. I'm itchy with
too.
just annoyance about all of these shows. I hate it also. I hate it.
To be honest, after watching this week's episode with bubonic plague and the hantavirus, yummy rats. Oh, my little plague doctors over there on the ground. Oops.
Yeah. Episode number 2, Fear the Walking Dead, season 6.
Okay, so obviously Freed had no favorite moments.
I mean, I tried, but
it's fine. I honestly so far I'm liking this season a lot. So season 5 was a mess. From the beginning was a disaster. Some of this, I hate Jenny, but some of this stuff is more because it's not jumping around a whole lot to different points of view. It's kind of staying pretty consistent. And so I kind of like that from the beginning to the end. And, and there's no dun, 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 dun. So.
Yeah, I mean, Dakota's casting, was that this episode?
Dakota. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what her name is.
The casting of Dakota was really good. I think she's actually a good little actress. I think that she is insanely creepily close in looks to the actor who plays Virginia. I don't want to say the character, the whole idea of my sister is the leader, but I don't like being kept up as she's just another shitty kid in this story. Again, could we have any more of those, please? But I mean, the casting is really good, so it's whatever.
I looked her up. Her name is Zoe Coletti. She has not really done. She was in Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. Was her big debut movie.
The movie?
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, in the movie Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. That's the Del Toro movie, correct?
Yeah.
So she's in that. And she's the lead, I believe, in that one. But yeah, so she was really good. I was kind of on the fence about her. I didn't really know if I liked her or not. I don't know if I trusted her or not, but yeah, she looks eerily similar to the actress who plays Jenny. And I loved, so I wrote here, I was like, I love the Strand and Alicia bromance. And then I was like, oh, he's so smart. And then never mind. I was like, I hate him. Whenever he left her, I was so mad. I was like, can you please, Alicia is trying her best and Strand is being an asshole every single time. I
mean, I think the thing that killed me was Strand. I got the thing with him and Alicia. I thought that was all kind of well done, and him leaving her at the end. I get why he did it, because he realized he's still the same person he always was, and that's kind of my problem with it, is that he's still that same shit. Are you kidding me? He did that guy, what's his name, Sanjay, he did not have to die necessarily.
Rest in peace, Sanjay.
That was just Strand's general always Strand in his fucking easy way out. That's what it was.
Yeah. And I mean, I guess I kind of it's been so long since I've watched the beginning seasons that I kind of forgot what kind of a wiffle waffle person he is. I don't know. And I did the end reveal with Daniel and Morgan. I'm still kind of unsure why Daniel was pretending he didn't know Alicia and Strand. Unless because Daniel is the master of being whoever people want him to be.
I swear to fucking God, we don't know what happened to his cat, and if that cat is gone and dead, then I am done. I might have to walk away from this show.
I mean, the cat is coming back in that spin-off show, remember?
Well, right, but
it could be that he's
Is that going to be like a prequel? Like, I swear to God, if they killed off Skidmark, then like I just don't know if I can anymore, honestly, with this show. Like, I have to draw the line somewhere, you guys. All the horses and the dogs, but that cat. I think I feel the same way. If like dog is you know, he's there too, whatever. But like I feel like it's just Skidmark right now that I would be really upset about. But yeah, other than Dakota's casting, I have zero favorite anything about it.
Yeah, I didn't like this episode at all. Nothing.
Like, okay, like so since we're talking about Daniel, like I'm just gonna jump into my fucking least favorite thing. Stop trying to trick us, Daniel. Please, like I knew from the start that Dickhead was faking. Like, come on, Daniel. We all know you're fucking us.
It's like when they killed Glenn, and then we were like, we don't trust you anymore, Walking Dead. Daniel, we don't trust you. And I just, yeah.
No, I will never ever believe that Daniel is like, I will never believe he's dead unless I see him as a walker on screen, and I will never believe that he isn't entirely like aware of what's going on and just trying to fuck around with people. Ever.
Tara, what if they kill him? They show him as a walker, and at the end of the episode, it's just Daniel with makeup, and he rips the mask off because Daniel can't die.
God, you're right. Shit.
He was just walking around as a walker in makeup.
Okay. So let's rephrase. I will never believe it unless I see him get stabbed or shot or axed or whatever directly in the head.
He got shot in the face.
Oh my God! Stop, you guys.
He's not dying.
The immortal Dan over here. Immortal Dan over here.
Immortal Daniel. Immortal Dan. I like that.
Immortan Dan. Yeah, Immortan.
Oh, Immortan Joe. Mad Max. Fear the Walking Dead Road.
Fear the Walking Daniel. That's
Fear the Fear the Walking Daniel.
Mad Max Daniel Road.
Matt, and then he was like, do you know Ophelia? And I was like, you shut your mouth when you talk about Ophelia. Like, I was, oh my gosh. The passion. Hashtag Fear the Walking Daniel.
But yeah, least favorite moments, the opening sequence with these walkers being covered in molasses and being sticky, but the walkers not sticking to themselves. Made no sense to me.
I honestly, I didn't know what it was. I thought it was like oil or something. They were like decomposing, and I was like, it's a slip and slide. Like, no, but it was not.
And also, humans are slipping, but walkers who don't necessarily have balance, they don't slip. They're just
also molasses will pull your shoes right off. Like if you step in it.
That's why there is the cliche, slow as molasses. Like,
this molasses was fast. There's fast molasses.
Fast molasses, TM.
Fast molasses. Oh, gosh.
No sense that the walkers were sticking, but they weren't sticking to each other, or they weren't sticking to the ground, and they weren't slipping.
Also, like, whenever they...
What if
they opened up the warehouse? There was no more molasses. Where did it go? Did the walkers were they just like, oh, well, we have to leave. Let's put our molasses in our backpacks. And they just walked away with
ate it all. They ate it all.
Slurped it all. They're like, molasses.
Oh my gosh.
And also Charlie being alive, I literally forgot that she existed.
Who? Charlie?
Oh, yeah, me too. Me too. Like, she popped up and I was like, who is that? Oh, she grown now. Okay.
Yeah.
Who was that other girl? Because I did not remember her at all.
Janice?
Yeah, I did not remember her.
I don't know. Maybe she was one of the fuck me. I don't know who she is. I don't care.
I did.
Who was she, Brie? Do you remember? I literally don't remember who she was.
they were acting as if she was a close friend, and I was like, maybe I forgot about her. Maybe she was present. In
apparently, we all forgot about her. That's how important she was.
And although,
she is a defector. I'm looking her up. She's a defector from Virginia's Pioneers. She was rescued from a tribe of walkers by Wes, Alicia, and Strand and joined Morgan's group.
Oh, so basically she popped up near the, I guess the last few episodes.
Oh yeah, she was in like the supply stop. She's the one that radioed for help. Like I'm reading this and I'm remembering vaguely now, but like the fact that like that was one of those things that they should have included in the like previously on. Just a brief like, and maybe they did and I missed it somehow, but I don't think they did. Because I did not remember her.
Last time on Fear the Walking Dead, you want to remember this bitch, this bitch, this bitch, this bitch. It's just like,
yeah, they really just need to do like a yearbook, like most likely to, like Janice, most likely to get stuck in a supply store. Charlie, most likely to be friends with Daniel.
Don't do this. They did it in World Beyond.
Oh,
the yearbook.
Oh, they did. They had. And
that was actually like a physical yearbook. So.
I knew that bitch with the purple hair was going to come back. Anyway, okay.
Also, I'm still on my least favorite moments.
Yes, please.
Also, the plan was good to kill the zombies. The plan was good. But why didn't they just like block the zombies? Like have a few come out and then close the door again?
Well, that's what they were trying to do. That's what they were originally trying to do.
No, they weren't. They weren't. They didn't say like Sanjay, close the door until like it was already becoming a problem. Like, yeah, it was already past being a problem, and they're like, oh shit, Sanjay, close the door. Oh wait, Sanjay is not there. Like Sanjay was literally just like a plot device, like a dumb, stupid, awful plot device. I hated everything about that. Like, I hated everything about his character. Like, how is he even still alive in this world? Period. How is he still alive after all these years?
That he's supposed to die? I mean, the plan was good, but it was executed badly because of plot. That's the only reason.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it.
Plot magic. Speaking of plot magic, we'll talk about that with the next episode. I just keyboard smashed in here. And basically, like, these are just my streams of, I can handle a lot of like gore and blood and guts and stuff like that, but like whenever it comes to like feces or like urine, I'm like, ugh. And so like whenever he threw the poop bucket at the ranger and like the little turds fell out, I was like, really? I was like, those don't look like turds. Those are obviously fake poops. Like, at least make it realistic. I don't know, but it was just really gross, and that was a gripe, and I needed to yell about it.
And why show it if it's going to not look real? Show it.
Yeah. It was like little cartoon, like the from South Park. I'm Mr. Hanky or whatever his name is. Like the poop that has the Santa hat and the arms. Like that's what they look like. Imagine being told you have to make fake poops for this show, and you mess up that bad. Like
maybe that's how they will look in the apocalypse, in the zombie apocalypse. Who knows?
And maybe they're all perfectly just like this.
Yeah.
little sausage poops. Anyway, let's see here. So any more gripes and WTF moments?
I mean, Tara's point is good.
Yeah, give me a fucking break with the molasses walkers and that whole thing was just for Virginia to find a leader. Like they're gonna use this as punishment and kill and that's the thing. Like okay, so you're killing people who are in trouble anyway, and you're kind of like you don't care or whatever, fine. But then like she also lost some of her rangers, and she still kept the thing going. But then also again, you're using the whole thing as punishment, and from these people who wronged you and who don't trust you and don't like you and you don't trust them or like them, you're going to find a leader?
For an army?
Yeah!
Like,
that makes no sense! Hashtag nonsensical army over here.
Virginia's crazy.
Yeah, truly.
She makes
crazy.
no sense. She makes no sense. Like nothing that she is doing in any way, shape, or form makes sense. And I hate her, and I hate this, and I hate everybody.
Oh, I hate her haircut. Fuck a haircut. Fuck a haircut.
Yeah, who the fuck has bangs? Who the fuck has bangs in the apocalypse? Okay,
Virginia.
Well,
and also Huck. But I mean, at least Huck from World Beyond lived in like a place that was kind of like generally, safe or whatever. Like nobody has bangs in the apocalypse. What you covering up?
Daniel could have killed her.
Forehead.
Kill her.
How often are you cutting those bangs?
Me too.
Nobody cuts their bangs well, okay?
Also,
nobody trims their bangs.
No, she doesn't cut them though. She wasn't cutting them. Daniel was cutting them, but he was doing it really weird. She was holding up like a mirror in front of herself, and Daniel, with his face, was covered by the mirror, so literally he couldn't even see what he was cutting, and he was like Edward Scissorhandsing it, and he was just like da 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 da.
Daniel should have killed her right there.
He should have stabbed her in the eye. Like he's got something planned. I know he does. I know Daniel. I know he's a slithering little snake.
I mean, he has something planned with Frank, and the timeline didn't make sense to me. I was like, okay.
Don't even get me started on the timeline for the show. Like, how long have they been stuck there? What is going?
So it's been 3 years since the outbreak, is what I've been like.
Well, no. I'm talking about how long have they been like stuck with Virginia? Because like this whole thing with her, they talk like they've been. Well, we'll get into that with the next episode because they talk about it in the next episode too. Like, there's no logical how long have they been there? It's been like a long time, I guess, but like. I mean, Charlie's like 25 now.
She was eating those molasses.
Yeah.
That's the only information.
The super zombie Walker molasses candy. Texas Walker Ranger. Texas Walker molasses ranger. Okay. Oh, imagine trying to get molasses out of your hair, and then Daniel cuts the hair, and everything is good. Okay, so anything else to say about that episode?
No, zero.
All right, so now we're moving on to Fear the Walking Dead season 6, episode 3, Alaska. Favorite moments?
No, that Morgan's staff and axe thing. I like that. Yeah. I was like, ooh, Morgan's doing something with the axe. Ooh, he's making it into a staff. It's a staff and an axe.
Stacks. Okay. Stacks.
I'm not sure if the balance would be correct because he like swings it around and something, but it looked cool.
He was doing something. He was like, he had it set up some kind of weird woodworking table or something.
Yeah, I think he was balancing it actually. Yeah. I think he was adding. Cool. Yeah, but also, I mean, like, first of all, how is this woman who literally just lost her apparently beloved husband and like also gave birth to a baby, like talk about like postpartum depression, but she's just like totally fine. She's like, ha ha ha, I can't wait till Morgan has friends. Morgan, hold Morgan. And it's like,
and then Morgan was like, no, I can't hold the baby. My arm's not right. And then he's out there swinging his axe around like.
I mean, we all know that him not wanting to hold the baby was like a ploy or whatever, but like, or like him just not, wanting to get close, blah, blah, blah. But like, again, like there is no way that this woman and also how old is that baby now? It's got like a full head of hair.
Yeah, like, some babies are born with full heads of hair.
Listen, not that full, girl. Trust me. I've seen, I have 5 nibblings. Not one of them was born with a full, thick, like just coif. Okay, that baby has a coif. That is like an 8-month-old baby. And then there we go back to the timeline bullshit. Okay. Sorry.
Because when he met Daniel outside the gate, Morgan had the beard, and
Yeah.
and then in this episode he was shaved and also quite.
Yeah, because he met
healed
Daniel,
up.
and Daniel was like, "You need a haircut." Daniel gave him
David, a haircut, 2 bits. Shaving, a haircut, and some jam.
There you go.
Yeah. Favorite moments. I'm a Virgo, and I love office supplies. And so them beating the shit out of and killing these walkers in this building with those with the office supplies was pretty great. They had like a hole punch and the bottom of a swivel chair.
Too.
Yeah, I know they do. I've dropped one on my foot before.
The swivel chair I question, because that looked like the cheapest ass swivel chair you can buy from from Walmart or something. Like it was all like plastic. Like
if you swing something hard enough, I guarantee you it will go through it. Maybe
this bitch has been living in like a tower. Like, you know, she's not working out. She doesn't have, and God knows what she's eating. She does not have the kind of. I, as somebody who like lifts weights and rows and stuff, do not have the strength to smash a head in with the plastic. Like, I mean, the bottom. I'm sorry, but the bottom of the swivel chair weighs like 2 pounds.
Anyway,
physically impossible.
As a Virgo, it was very satisfying. And I needed that feel-good Cipro moment. Like, I know that it was Deus Ex Machina, and I know that it was just like, oh, yeah, really? They had a whole shipment of Cipro on the roof. Like, I was just kind of like, this is so dumb. And then I was like, well, I don't know. I kind of liked it. Everybody was taking the Cipro, getting better, and I was like, yeah. But that's it.
Least favorite moments.
Yeah, like I said about my favorite moments, just no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Fareed, you and I both brought this up. The ID card thing. Like, who the fuck is still carrying around their wallet at this point? And I mean, you can say some of these walkers died, like some of these people died like a long time ago, but the guy that got shot on the roof didn't. Like,
yeah.
Who the fuck is still carrying? Like, honestly, like, maybe it's different with dudes, but they definitely had women's licenses too. Like, you know how big my wallet is? My wallet is bigger than my phone. I'm not gonna. It's in the kitchen. It's in my purse, but it's like this big. It's like a women's wallet.
This is my wallet.
Nobody's carrying that shit around. Yeah, well, you're weird. I'm saying, look at how big that is, though. That's still big. Like, it's still thick. Like, ain't nobody carrying that shit around. No dude is walking around with their wallet in their pocket.
Well, the way I feel like it is that, like, they had the wallet in their pocket when they got killed.
Well, yes, exactly.
But
why do they still have yeah. If it was like walkers that had been around for years, sure, but like.
Well, it's not like the walker was like, oh, I better take my wallet out of my pocket.
No, the walker wouldn't be, but why, as a person, 3 years into this sort of apocalypse, would you still be carrying around a wallet?
Because maybe they need some semblance of normalcy, Tara. I don't know.
No, man, I'm sorry, but I'd be like, I don't have to pay any of this credit card debt. Buy credit cards. Oh, look, I don't want anybody to know my real name or where I'm from because I want to be able to fake them into believing I'm somebody else if I have to.
Her name
buy
is
driver's license.
Cloud Chaser.
For real, like, ain't nobody carrying that shit around. Nobody.
Well,
and also, I know this sounds stupid, but okay, so at the very least, you're carrying like a license. Just, you want to remember who you are, okay? You want to remember who you were before. You're carrying your license. Let's say, like, tucked in your bra if you're a girl, or like in your pocket even, maybe. But like, super easy to lose a license out of your pocket when you're constantly running from walkers. So I'm just saying the fact that they find these licenses on like everybody makes no sense. Also,
and there's this bunch of them that Althea has, like.
Yeah, exactly. And also, like, what was up with like the zombie, the walker that somebody, or whatever the fuck they call them in this show, that somebody like, did they formaldehyde this woman before or after she became a walker? And like, is that supposed to have also something to do with the bubonic plague spreading?
Oh,
like,
she died. She died. They embalmed her, and she turned into a walker.
But at that point they had to have already. She was. I guess. Well, I don't know the whole. And there was only one of them. It made no sense. It made no sense.
Like,
it was so like dumb.
The thing is that like she, like the way I see it is that like they would have had to have embalmed her. Usually with embalming, don't they like take all the organs out? Yeah. Yep. Okay. So her brain would have been gone. So like, why did she rise up and become a walker? Unless they left her brain in, embalmed her very, very quickly, and then let her go. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Like, how would they have an embalmed walker if they, because like, remember, because in The Walking Dead, Beth and Daryl go to, they go to that funeral home, and there's a body that has been embalmed, and they put makeup on it and just left it there. And he didn't rise up. Yeah. So like, why is this, unless we're supposed
Are we supposed to believe that this show has any sort of like?
Well, I'm kind of thinking maybe I should put this in the theories, but like I don't want to put it in theories because I'm not going to remember it in like 5 minutes. But
I think they embalmed her after she became a walker.
Okay, so what is the point of embalming somebody after becoming a walker? So I think that it's all linked, like the end is the beginning, the spray cans, people weirdly embalming walkers, like, are they all like?
But there's only one embalmed walker. Like, the whole thing just seems like so, like, why? Like, why are we supposed to care? Also, going back to the wallet thing, I'm sorry, but then I just remembered that they were like full wallets with like bills and stuff in them.
Yeah, I saw them.
Right?
Dude, the dollar bill ain't worth shit now. Like, ain't nobody keeping that. Nobody's keeping that. I'm sorry. I'm so mad. I'm sorry. I'm so mad about that. Nobody's carrying around their wallets. Nobody.
Yeah, it was such a stupid game to play. Because remember Aaron and Eric used to play that license plate game?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, they would collect license plates from wherever they go. That makes sense. But ID cards, and I'm like, Althea is like, I used to play it with my brother with the license plates, and I'm like, okay, like, is that supposed to be a queer thing? Like, no straight character has been shown doing this.
You're right, though. You're right. They haven't.
Right? It's only the queer characters who are playing this game.
Well, I played that game too, reason. And I'm not straight, so. Now I feel like I need to know, did my straight friends play these games with the license plates? Like, obviously we didn't collect them off cars, but you know what I mean? Like, where you're you're on a road trip and you're like Virginia, Alaska, South Carolina, Connecticut, like whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
congratulations, you're queer. You're playing this game.
That was never a question, but you know. Congratulations, you played the license plate. Oh my God. Could you imagine that, because you know that, I mean, let's be real, straight people played it. Could you imagine like the Trump supporters just hearing that they like are queer because they played the license plate?
Playing the license plate game automatically makes you gay. Spread the news.
I mean, if you won't, I will.
And also this entire episode being just about Althea being thirsty for Isabel, I am like,
beer girl.
That was the entire plot.
Okay, so listen. Lesbians and WLWs will literally, I don't know about gay men, but WLWs will pack up a U-Haul 1 week after meeting somebody, drive across the country, do everything in their power to find them. So I think that this is pretty true WLW here. Going up a giant like flight of stairs, fighting off rats and bubonic
plague, right?
And firing a flare into the sky, only for your girlfriend to be like, "Hey, I left you some beer and some Cipro." Like, that is a lesbian's ultimate apocalyptic lesbian.
Okay, well, no. So this is actually a legitimate question I have. Did what's her name? Because I can't remember her name. What's her name again?
Isabella?
Isabella. Did she actually recognize Althea's voice?
She probably did.
She did.
You think so?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, I think she
Yeah.
did.
I honestly think, like, because here's the thing. No, think about it. They met so briefly. Althea knows her voice because she has been stalking her on her radio for
lesbian
months, if not years at this point. We have no idea how long it's been. But like, Isabella hasn't been hearing or listening to her. I would never remember the voice of somebody I met for a few days, even months ago. Like,
well, I mean, also though, if people carry around their IDs in their pockets, Tara, so you know, it's all kinds of. I don't
think
know.
that's a legitimate question, though. I would like to know how many people would remember the voice of somebody they had met.
If you met your soulmate, maybe you would.
Yeah, the soulmate button in the back of your back of your head goes ding, and you're like, I recognize this voice anywhere. That's how I feel about. I don't know.
I guess that's why. That's why I think Isabella told Althea to check the box.
Yeah, about the beer and because otherwise she would have been like, yeah, definitely don't check that because the beer.
And that's why she also trusted her, because why would you trust someone? Especially because you were supposed to get on that tower, because they were supposed to land there.
Yeah.
Why would you trust some random stranger on the walkie-talkie telling you not to come?
I guess I wouldn't, but at the same time, I also would not remember the voice of somebody I met for like 2 days, like months, if not years ago.
Well, you're a bad lesbian then.
I'm not a lesbian, so
that's why you don't understand.
Yeah, that's true. I said I was queer. I'm not a lesbian.
It's no, I know. It's the WLW hack in your brain.
Remember, the guy that was on the tower, he got shot, right?
Yes.
Because he figured out what was happening. There was a helicopter coming down or whatever. But this time, the woman, Isabella, on the walkie-talkie was like, "Oh no, it's Althea. We can't shoot her."
But there was a guy. There was a guy on there too, and she was like, "Hey, by the way, like this is scrapped. Like, got to go somewhere else." And the guy was like, "Okay, blah blah blah." Like so she was. It wasn't just Althea and
understood lesbians, Sarah. The guy understood lesbians. He was like, "Ooh, okay."
True love.
Yeah. Wow. True love in The Walking Dead. It makes no sense.
All right. Other gripes and what the fuck?
Also,
I don't know.
Wait, Becca has the least favorite thing, I think.
The plague, the bubonic plague. I understand that the plague is a very real thing, and it still exists. It's carried by fleas, whatever. Infected rats.
Yeah. Let's be clear. It is not carried by rats directly. It is carried by fleas on rats because let's not shit on rats. They're actually pretty clean animals.
I wasn't shitting on rats. That's why I said fleas.
No, I know you're not, but I that's such a it's like a misrepresentation of where it comes from, and it's and honestly, like I was like taught in high school this sort of plague comes from rats, and it's actually not true, and I feel like that's not any sort of information I want to be spreading. So.
And then also you have hantaviruses comes from mice. So, but this is the plague, and I guess it would make sense that you would. So we haven't really seen this yet. In The Walking Dead, we haven't seen we've seen them get really sick. We also haven't seen them get anthrax, which would be a very.
They basically got swine flu, right?
They had some. Yeah, they had like some kind of a swine flu or whatever. But then, but we haven't seen them have we haven't seen them get anthrax, even though they were all living in really close proximity to farm animals. So I think that the plague is kind of like a nice. I don't want to say a nice touch, but it's just kind of like a. More of a something, but also I did say the bubonic plague really, and then of course Dwight gets fucking bitten, and he got it like days ago.
Supposedly, again.
Like I don't know.
There was a rat. There's a snake in my boot.
Oh my God, wait, for read.
No.
You know what? I'm sorry, but that might be the next like picture you need to draw us is like you did with Carol and the cookies is like Dwight with the rat in his sleeping bag, but like in the Woody, there's a snake in my food. Please do this. I would love you forever.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, there's a snake in my boot. Yeah, no, I agree. Like it was one of those things where I was like, ugh, really? But also I agree. Like as much as I kind of was like, dumb, this is dumb. I realize it's not something they've done before, and
So at least it was new.
yeah, but I mean, then of course we're given we're led to believe that it's not the rat fleas that are spreading it. It's actually some person or something, which just seems kind of.
But then it goes back to those guys who are spray painting on the
submarine.
Yeah, because they wanted these people to get sick because they were rat cages. So did these people release the rats? Because they said that they started getting sick, a few weeks ago or a few days ago or something. So there is somebody else out there who is.
I want to say it takes like 6 to 10 days for like the really bad symptoms from the plague to show up. So
then these people were deliberately. I think it's definitely all connected.
But why? They're just living in a building.
I think that these people are trying to because you remember how they were like,
yeah, timeshare selling girl is trying to rule the world over here, so we gotta kill her with a bubonic plague.
No.
Sorry, I know.
They were talking about the because they were talking about the key, and I don't know. I guess Jenny is looking for the key because maybe that the guy who's supposed to give them the key to. Maybe it's another colony that Morgan has now. The key that he took off of what's his ass. I don't remember.
Jeremiah or something.
Whatever his name was. Nobody cares. He's dead.
X-Man. So I'm thinking maybe that's a key, and so these other people are trying to get a key to Jenny's store. I don't know. Anyway, theories.
I mean, other gripes and what the fucks. I just Sherry is back.
Oh yeah, Sherry.
Like, how convenient that she because Dwight was spending this whole episode trying to get Althea to kind of go off on her own to be with this person that she loves after 2 days of being with her or whatever. And Dwight finds his wife. You really think Dwight's gonna drag her back into this shitty situation after what he did with Negan and everything? So basically we've just been set up for the whole how are we gonna get Dwight out of this situation? I don't even care. Also Sherry has been gone for how long? Listen, I get that it's his wife and Dwight loves her, but I don't care about her, and nobody watching this show should care about her.
I honestly thought she was a figment of his imagination, if I'm being honest.
I honestly figured she was dead.
Yeah, same. And they would find her and she'd be a walker.
Or just never find her because it was that unattainable, whatever. Whatever. Dumb.
I mean, she does have a role to play in the comics, so maybe they're going that route because she does play a role in the final comics. So
yeah, I didn't read after Andrea died. I didn't read the comics. I will say, theories. Literally, that's my only theory is that now it's all going to be about any additional episodes with Althea and Dwight are going to be about him trying to sneak away from Virginia so that he can be with Sherry. That's it.
Yeah.
No other theories. Well, I mean, other than clearly Daniel being not he hasn't lost his memory isn't a theory. So
it was so obvious from the second it started. I was like, oh, Daniel, no.
Nobody believes this, Daniel. Stop trying to. I mean, and I get that obviously Virginia and all them they have no idea, but we all know Daniel. We all know Daniel. All right. Anything else before we move on to World Beyond?
Read already. Oh, where was Rufus? Also, anyway, sorry.
Who's Rufus again? Oh, the dog. Yeah, I forgot about Rufus. Shit.
Fareed, you had a theory that I accidentally did not see, and I already said it. So you go ahead.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same theory about the people. The end is the beginning people. Like, what's their plan? Like, are they going to get into a fight with Virginia? What's happening?
I don't know. Are they?
We don't care.
Are they bad guys? Are they bad guys? Are they going to have to band together against them with Virginia? Like,
what if Sherry's a part of that group?
She could
be. Yeah.
That's why she was so close to the building. Maybe.
But then why did she all of a sudden care if she was part of them infecting that building? Why did she all of a sudden care that they like lit a flare off from the top of it? Like, I feel like she's probably a loner, but like, I guess I don't know actually. What the fuck am I saying? Who cares?
Come on.
We could be wrong. We've been wrong before about The Walking Dead.
Let's get to The World Beyond. Episode 3, The Tyger and the Lamb. And the Tyger is written as Tyger.
Yeah, because that's a poem, right?
Is it?
Yeah, that's the name of the poem by
William Blake.
That Iris wrote.
Thank you. No, Iris didn't write it. No.
I know. Yeah. I was like, the episode was like, oh, Iris.
I was like,
wrote
I couldn't remember who wrote it, but I know absolutely I read that poem before, and I was just like, really, like this is what we're doing here.
So the Tyger and the Lamb are two different poems, and they present the idea that God created binary oppositions, including light and darkness, which reveal the dual nature of ourselves. Blah, blah, blah.
Well, I mean, that's literally, I would normally assume, I would normally refer to that as like the lion and the lamb, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why I don't know why it's called the Tyger with a Y, but it is.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I studied it at some point in college or something, but
We'll call William Blake and ask him.
Old. So, favorite moments, my response to this is just no. Again.
Becca's really trying hard for the favorite moments. Come on, Becca.
I tried. Elton not understanding the haul ass thing. I was just kind of like, oh, you sweet dumb idiot boy. And then I have here crispy lasagna walkers, because they looked very crispy. And then I guess it's cool that they finally both fought walkers. I don't know. That's really it. Like, I was really reaching for that one.
Right. Also, least favorite moment, I literally wrote, ooh, Silas is afraid of himself.
He's a cliche.
It's so broken. I was like, why?
Also,
Silas has superhuman strength.
He what?
He has superhuman strength. He was able to keep the tires away, and then he punched the desk, and the desk literally cracked. I was like,
I mean, all of that though, like I would say my least favorite moment was fucking Huck, because honestly, I hate her. I just think she's dumb and she's awful. And like, the moment where she was like talking shit to Silas, I was like, clearly there is something deeper going on with this kid. And like, we as viewers see it where they don't, all they know is what he supposedly did, whatever, like,
which they dragged for 2 episodes. They dragged it for 2 episodes.
And we still don't really know the reasoning why he did what he did, but whatever, that we'll get into that. But like just Huck, like her, that moment where she was like, just like me, like talking shit about him. Like, I was like, fuck you. Like, honestly, like he's, at the end of the day, he's just a kid. And like, I guess maybe because we're viewers, we know that there's something more to like what happened with him, but also like we've also seen so much from the other shows, like from Fear the Walking Dead and from Walking Dead, that it's like, oh please, he might have apparently killed one person and we don't know the reasonings why. Like, that ain't shit. Honestly, that ain't shit. So
Yeah, Becca wrote about Silas too, about him being a cliche.
Yeah, I think that he just is, I don't know, he just...
He maybe is, but I just really hated that I just don't like Huck. I don't like anything about her
I don't like Huck
and
either.
that moment where she was talking shit about him, I was just like, fuck you.
Yeah,
Die on a hill, bitch.
Yeah, I'm not a huge Huck fan, obviously, but her accent's supposed to be Southern. But see, the actress itself, she's Russian. She's Russian Afghani. So I believe she has a Russian accent, and that kind of peeps through every now and then. I'm like, oh no, what are you doing? Also, all of that energy, the bitch turned on all of the energy in the room, the radio, the stove, open the fridge door, turn on the TV, turn on the radio, all this energy, and they did not have spoons to eat their soup with. What kind of uncultured swine?
I mean, I honestly, when that first happened, I thought that I was like, either she's going to kill him.
That's what I thought.
Or or her apartment is bugged and she wants to tell him something.
Yep. Yeah.
Neither one of those things happened. And they just sat there sipping soup while she waited for the fucking
even when he was sipping soup, I was like, oh, that's poisoned. That's poisoned.
Yeah. Even though she's sipping the same soup, but she always could have like.
Yeah. She's like, come eat soup with me. And I was like, don't eat the soup. Don't eat the fucking soup. But no, it was perfectly fine.
But yeah, so the episode is like British people are evil? Like, what were they trying to say?
I don't know. Because like at first, because remember how we were like, oh, they killed the people.
I never believed either of you.
I mean, something happened.
Either of you and your theories.
She was crying at the end. Something happened.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Yeah, sure she was crying, but like, I mean, that's still a fucked up thing for somebody to do. Like kill all those people, like all of those people. Because like originally y'all were saying like, oh, well, like maybe there was a breach or whatever.
That's what I thought.
No. I never believed you.
The wall was broken. Why would they break the wall?
Well, maybe they broke the wall on purpose. I still did not believe that whole thing wasn't just like them doing something super shitty, and I just didn't. And yeah, sure, she's crying, but like I've seen. Trust me, I was in a super abusive relationship where somebody was absolutely horrible to me, and then would sob over the horrible things they did, as if like it was just going to make it all better. So you can be shitty and
have feelings, I guess, if that's what you call them.
Yeah.
Like Thanos, like he cries over killing the Gamora, but
I don't know. Anyway, so it was dumb and stupid, and there was just so many. Okay, so other gripes and WTF moments.
The smoke scene, they were able to sleep with all of that smoke around. I was like, what?
But
how are you able to sleep when there's so much smoke around you?
But like also, yeah. But then also suddenly they were being, they were suddenly coughing. Like they hadn't been coughing before. Suddenly they started coughing and they started wearing those masks. Why the fuck didn't they put those masks on earlier? Why didn't we see the smoke affecting them earlier? And
also their gripe is like she couldn't bandage Silas's hand while they were all like chilling near the river.
She had to do it for the drama.
She had to do it near the end of the episode.
Wait, she couldn't what?
Bandage.
She bandaged Silas's hand.
Yeah, that whole thing was really weird. And also that cut looks really angry. Like I hope they cleaned it because
I honestly didn't even notice that he was bleeding. Oops.
I didn't notice that he had a cut on his hand until she bandaged it either. So it's whatever. But like, yeah, no, that was super weird. It's like, oh, now we're walking away, but like, we need to have a moment. We need to have a moment at the end of the episode, or not even the end of the episode. Because like that should have been the end of the episode. Like the whole weird like interstitial with like the New York City or wherever the F they are. That whole thing was just like, why didn't this happen? Why did this happen then? It should have happened at the beginning of the next episode, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah,
it was all bad. I hated it.
Okay, so now we're gonna go into episode 4, Wrong End of a Telescope, because that makes complete sense.
Favorite moment.
Yeah, what did this have to do? What did the title have to do with
I don't know. I just said that, like, so the wolf hunting the walkers I thought was pretty funny. And it's not like by any means my favorite part, because there are really no favorite parts. The walker that was stuck in the locker was pretty funny, because I just had this image of like this nerd that got like stuffed in his locker and died there.
Terrible.
I know, it was funny. And then also, like, because I was just kind of like, haha, there's a nerd in a locker and he died and he became a walker.
I actually, when I was a senior in high school, I actually knew a girl who, she did not get stuffed in a locker, but on a dare, like her friends like dared her to like put herself in her locker, and she's not a big girl, but she was not a small girl by any means, and she got stuck. And they had to like call the fire department to come get her out.
Oh my God, what a real thing to happen to you in high school. And then seeing Silas go absolutely ham was great. I just liked it. It was great. And by great, I mean it was pretty terrible. I don't know. I love violence, so like, there's no favorite moment here. Okay?
I'm going to bring my I'm going to bring my opinion here. Remember when it was so dangerous that you could get infected with just a tiny scratch?
Yes.
Remember?
Yeah. And then
remember? And Silas is like boom, 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 boom.
Like, maybe he has superhuman skin. I don't know. But it was very. I don't know. Just seeing him go off on that walker and just literally beat its head in with his fist, I was just like, yeah, stick it to the man.
Yeah, I just nothing on this episode. Like, it was all just like, why the fuck is this high school still here untouched? Like, wolves are like there's a wolf like living in it. Okay, like there's a wolf living in this high school. There's a fallout, and also like somebody tore down all the fallout shelter signs. Okay, but there's nobody still alive there. Like, and all the shit is still there. Like all the food's and
there. Yeah.
And like I mean, and then they tried so hard. They were like. They were like in the gym with the dance and like, oh, Sadie Hawkins, and Silas was like, maybe she went here, and I was like, yeah. Do you guys not have books? Like,
aren't they supposed to be smart? Isn't Iris supposed to be smart?
They didn't have. I mean, I guess maybe that's not a thing their parents would have told them about, but like at the same time, it's like. Yes, they had a whole dance celebrating somebody named Sadie Hawkins.
And that dance sequence, I was like, why? Why?
Are we supposed to believe that there's a romance between Silas and Iris? Because I feel like
they're forcing it really, really hard. They're trying to force it.
And I see like Silas as like completely asexual, probably, and Iris, I just don't like anything about her. Like. I'm sorry, but like it maybe the actress, I don't want to blame the actress because like she's not good in this role, but that doesn't mean she's not a good actress. This is a terribly written, stupid role. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm the smart girl.
But is she smart?
We don't know. Smart? Is she smart or was she just president of her weird little high school class?
I mean, studying immunology, so she has to be smart.
Well, you would assume, but what is she actually? It seems like Hope is probably going smart.
That's what I was saying. Like in these 2 episodes, Hope looks way too smarter than Iris. Compared to Iris, she's way smarter. But Hope wasn't supposed to be the smart one. I'm like, what's happening
I don't know.
here?
I feel like Hope is like the degenerate smart kid who's way too smart for their own good. Because she was like, remember how she was talking to their dad, which by the way, also a terrible actor. And and he was like, he's like, you release stink bombs in class, you don't have to go to school. And she was like, actually, I released time sensitive stink bombs, and they went off at a certain time, and this is how I made them with all it. And I was just like, okay, we get it. You're smart. Like she also knows how to make alcohol. She's a smart person, but she's not like applying her smarts to typical like.
But what is Iris doing? We haven't seen a single scene where Iris has showcased her smartness. Any scene.
I don't think that she's really smart.
No, I think she's a leader.
Yeah, she can be a leader, but she has to be.
Well, I mean, I think she's smart. I mean, like I'm intelligent, but I'm not like genius intelligent, but I do recognize that I have good leadership skills. Like there's different levels of like that sort of shit. But like, I just feel like this show is trying to push on us that she's like some sort of, I don't know. This show is so dumb, y'all. I just can't. I'm crying into my White Claw.
Caucasians. Let's see here. Other gripes and WTF moments. Oh, so okay, like 10 years, that soda that they drink would not be fizzy. In fact, it would be downright disgusting. You can go online and you can buy Crystal Pepsi online, and it's been discontinued for like, let's see here, 2000, like 8, 9, 10, I don't know, a lot of years, okay? And people will drink this stuff. No, this is not how this works. You do not drink 10-year-old. At first I thought it was beer. He's like, I found it under the I found it under the bleachers. Like, okay, somebody's been sneaking soda for a Sadie Hawkins Day dance. Anyway, that's sorry.
Yeah. Theories. So
are we already on theories? Yeah, because other than like just the wolf is living in there and somehow the school still has all their stuff, I have nothing about this show, like nothing about this episode.
And how many wolves were there?
One wolf.
No, I think it was just, that doesn't make any sense because wolves are pack animals.
Yeah.
There had to have been more than one.
Yeah,
one wolf was hunting in the floor that Felix and Elton were in. The other wolf was trying to come through one of the air ducts, I guess, that creeped Cyrus and Iris out. And then the other wolf was protecting her cubs. So like pups or like
that's what.
Anyway. Yeah. But also, how did that wolf get in the like grates, the vents, and how's it going to get out?
The same way that Al and Dwight punched their way through that plaster wall.
Was it a wolf or was it a walker, a nerd that got stuck in one of the vents?
I thought it was a walker at first, but then like the sounds later sounded. Yeah, it sounded like a wolf. I think I might need to rewatch it to be sure, but also I'm never rewatching that shit. So
if you're going to show us a wolf pack, show us an actual wolf pack. Like,
I love that they were like, I don't know if they were eating the walkers, but also eating the walkers. Wouldn't that mean eating the virus? Why?
I mean, they're animals.
Yeah, but like, if you eat zombie flesh, does that make you sick? I guess not if you're a dog. Anyway, that's
also do wolves eat decomposed meat? Right?
No, they're not. They're not like hyenas or. Well, I get. Okay, let's be real. If they had little else to eat, perhaps. But yeah, that whole thing, like we're led to believe that they've been just
staying here. Why would they stay
there eating the zombies? And it's like,
yeah. It just the whole thing was just stupid.
Yeah. And also not a single wolf attack. I was actually expecting the wolves to attack them. Not a single wolf attack. They just went into school and they came out. No one got hurt.
Dire wolves of the world beyond. Game of Thrones. It's the Game of Thrones crossover that we didn't know we needed.
Because we really didn't need it.
All right, so then we've got some theories.
Yeah, I actually like scientists working like that because let's be real, scientists would do such a thing. If there was a zombie apocalypse, they would be doing tests and trying to figure out what happened. Now, there is a theory going on that the fact that the test subjects were all had an A in front of their numbers, that actually links to that entire A and B thing that Rick got involved in. So people who are given the A are actually supposed to become test subjects, while B, which Rick ended up being, are supposed to be workers or something.
Oh.
Because the scientists aren't necessarily testing walkers that have been walkers for years or something. They are actually taking humans and they're infecting them with the virus so that they can see the symptoms and all of the effects happen in real time in front of them. So that's why they need human test subjects.
Yeah, no, I completely understand all of that. I just like, just hate everything.
And then we finally did get some information about the sisters. So they were both adopted together. They apparently slept in the same crib together whenever they were babies, and they were adopted as a pair. So neither of them are biological.
Yeah, that's weird. That's weird. Why
neither of them are biological. I don't know. I have a lot of really weird feelings about the sisters, and I don't know if it's anyway. It's almost some of the stuff that they do is like. It doesn't.
I don't even think it's safe to have two babies sleeping in the same crib, but like,
yeah, it's not.
I've never had children,
weird.
So you know,
it's very weird. It's extremely weird for people to do that. So I don't understand why. And it was like, and he was like, she was you're protecting her, and I was like, is this like a red string of fate thing? Are they supposed to just end up as lovers? This is weird. It's very weird, and because they're not really written as sisters. To me, it doesn't feel like they're written as sisters. It feels like they're written as something else. And I don't like it. And then we also had the Republic people rethinking: are they actually bad? Are they not bad? Did they kill people on purpose? And then also, I think that Silas probably killed his father because he was bullying him or beating him or something because he kind of. Because we saw him kind of, because he had like a moment in the tire fire in the blaze of glory when he was attacking the walker, but the walker was wearing his father's clothing.
Maybe his father was already infected because Silas did say that they keep on coming. They keep on coming. He had that line. So maybe his father got infected and he had to kill him or something.
Maybe. But then if that was the case, then why did his mother testify against him?
Who knows?
Have you? I mean, honestly, like that shit happens all the time. Like a person in an abusive relationship, or a woman, or any person who doesn't want to believe that their significant other would be abusing their child. That happens all the time.
No. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about if the dad was infected. I was trying to disprove Fareed's theory.
But yeah, that's the point. Wasn't that what? But why was he then shifted to another place? What did he do there?
What do you mean?
Right?
No,
he was staying somewhere. He was staying with his mom or whatnot, and then he got shifted to where the girls are, where the sisters are.
Yeah, but he was shifted there because he was a minor that committed a crime, a murder.
So when was the crime committed?
Whenever he was living in Omaha, not at the university, because he committed.
All of this happened during the zombie apocalypse.
Yes. It was only a year ago that he committed the murder.
So that's why I think the dad had got infected or something, maybe.
He could have. But then why would the mother, like I said, why would the mother testify if he was infected and a walker? Then she would at least try to kind of understand why.
Maybe she hated Silas, who knows?
Yes.
Because everyone hates Silas except for his grandparents, I guess.
Yeah, the whole thing with the whole "you're gonna be a special boy," I was like, stop. Weird. Okay, so are we done? Sorry, like I feel like I'm speeding through this, but I hate.
No, we've been speeding through this, and that's totally fine because all of it was bad.
Yeah, there was nothing good about these 4 episodes. We went through 4 episodes and nothing was good about them. Like,
anyway, so do we have any recommendations? I said no, everything sucks. Watch some Halloween movies.
I have tried, like, I don't know, like I've been watching Legend of Korra slowly but surely. Season 2 of Unsolved, or Series 2, whatever they're calling it, of Unsolved Mysteries came out on Netflix, and that's like, I mean, it is what it is. Some of them are good, some of them are bad. It's Unsolved Mysteries, but like, it's still cool to see something from like my childhood like resurrected. I mean, I've been rereading the Grishaverse books, and I'm actually I balance it with some other serious stuff, but like I've been really enjoying that and enjoying like doing my other podcast and stuff. So that's about it.
I've been doing the Bangtan Babes thing.
Oh, and listening a bunch to the Beetlejuice musical, which I
love Beetlejuice musical.
It's so good.
How's your thing going, Becca?
It's fine. Thank you for asking.
The BTS
the BTS thing. It's good. It's fine. We're doing it on Thursday this week because I have to help the Ice and Fire Con on Friday. But we are actually having a giveaway. We have a special edition, first edition of the new CD that's coming out on November the 20th to give away to fans. And we're kind of just basically, the theme is like be creative, and we just want to see how BTS has touched the fans' lives. And so we're doing a giveaway for that CD on the Bangtan Babes cast on YouTube, on our YouTube account and our Twitter. So that's coming up, and we're shipping it internationally as well. So international people are more than welcome to apply. There's not really. I'm sorry. I've been trying to watch as many scary movies as I can. I watched.
We watched Coraline together last night, and I've seen it.
Yeah, we watched Coraline last night. I'm gonna watch Paranorman tonight. Maybe I've been having some nightmares lately, so I don't know if I really want to watch it. Even though it's not really a scary movie. I watched one of Hulu's Halloween movies, Trick, and it was terrible. I don't recommend it at all. I started watching American Horror Story 1984, also not great. Ryan Murphy, you son of a bitch, not great. It's just the same thing over and over and over again. And I'm trying to think if there's anything I've watched recently that I really, really liked. I think I said I watched Old Guard recently, and that was really good.
Oh, Old Guard's good.
Yeah, I watched.
It was enjoyable.
Yeah, I really, really enjoyed Old Guard.
It took me after the movie to realize that the villain was actually the kid actor who played Dudley in the Harry Potter movies.
Yeah, Dudley. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh.
Have you seen Old Guard, Tara?
No. Where is it on?
It's on Netflix. It's got Charlize Theron.
Oh no shit! Yeah. No, I saw that forever ago. Yeah. It's good. Like, I love the idea of Charlize Theron, like, just living this life where she becomes this badass, like, action movie actor. Like,
Yeah.
as she reaches her like middle age. Like, and first of all, let's be real, Charlize Theron looks better at whatever age she is. But she's probably like 50, but girl looks like she's still like 38 or something at the oldest. So
She's
Charlize
45.
Theron is 45.
she's 45. Yeah, she doesn't. I mean, she looks like she's in her mid 30s. Like she looks good, and you know, but yeah. But I love what she's doing, and I hope she continues it, because yeah, I did watch that and it was good. And I think they've said that there's likely going to be a sequel. Like it did well enough for
3 movies.
Nice.
Oh, good.
Because they're 2 graphic novels, so each movie is adapting each graphic novel.
Okay. All
I
right.
didn't know
Yeah,
that.
but it has to come out though, or did it come out? I'm not really sure.
Wait, you said you mean the movie came out before the graphic novel did?
No. The first graphic novel was already available. They made a movie of that. Then when the movie was released, the second graphic novel came out, and I guess the final graphic novel still has to come out.
Oh, okay. Cool. I didn't know they were graphic novels. I'm gonna have to look into those.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, I know we rushed through these 4. I mean, honestly, we have had way longer episodes about, or way longer webcasts about 2 episodes of these shows. But like, there's nothing good about any of this.
I mean, in the upcoming episode of Fear the Walking Dead, John Dory is coming back. So
Yes, he is, and he has a beard.
yeah.
So you know
amazing.
So you know we're gonna just talk about John Dory for like 30 minutes.
And I'm going to. John Dory needs to be recruited by Strand's army, and he needs to work him hard. He's going to be like, "Let's get down to business, John Dory. Let's do this."
He's gonna work him hard. 9 to 5 working girl. It's just gonna be 9 to 5 by Dolly Parton playing, and it's gonna be Strand and John Dory killing zombies together. And then they look up at each other and they wipe their brows and they smile at each other in that gay way, and you know that this is about true. Anyway, I got on. Okay. I'm glad I bed and so to the kitchen. So it's a cup of ambition. All right.
John Dory is coming back, so we'll have something to talk about.
Yeah, exactly. We'll talk about John Dory for an hour, and then we'll very quickly cover World Beyond as much as we have to. You know, very little
right.
stuff.
So I am Becca along with Reed and Tara. Thank you for joining us while we bitch about stuff and things with the Bitching Dead. Please follow Bitching Dead and the Geeky Area on Twitter. We are also on Facebook as well. Please remember we are a free webcast run off of donations from viewers like you. Thank you for contributing and helping our host site, The Geeky Area, and we will see you in 2 weeks. Bye.